then throw it gently at the dog so they can catch it.
Alright, then, without a need for a recap, we left last time with one pressing concern on the minds of probably everyone, and that is what is to be done with the Amar Dalan. You guys were going to take the 2-week break and come up with some possible solutions and decide, have you done that? Or
We
did the
definitely
dog
came
eat
up
your
with
homework?
some possible solutions.
We did.
Throw it in the water.
No.
No. Basics, you are not involved in the discussions, apparently.
Look, that is an option.
King doesn't care about a stupid rock.
Yes.
Put it back where you found it. I'm just kidding.
But that thing
I think
back where it came from.
one of the options was to like seal it magically into a chest and then put that chest into a bigger chest and put that chest into like lava.
And then
An
I'll mail
even
that
bigger
chest to
chest.
myself. And then I'll smash it with a hammer.
This
Well
is
said.
from Leo's perspective, right?
I mean, I think we should definitely lock it away to a point where no one else should use it ever again. It's a kind of too dangerous. It's definitely like the One Ring situation where we want to. If we can't destroy it, then we should at least like put it away forever.
It's the nuclear bomb of magical nuclear bombs.
Yeah, pretty
Potentially.
much.
Yeah, but I don't want to leave a nuclear bomb in a random cave. I'd rather give it to somebody to control.
Would it
But
make sense to ask the seer what she thinks we should put it?
Dude, she's in a different time zone.
Yeah, and we have a boat.
We have magic. We have magic to like teleport, telepathy. Mind.
There's
magic. I don't know.
There's not a magic circle on Exile.
I don't understand how magic works, so.
And also, can I point out that the cost of getting to Exile is your boat?
It's a temporary cost.
You guys have fun with that.
What if we bring 2 boats?
We just leave this one in
Inside
Anchorage.
a bigger boat.
Like we put a big boat around our boat, and then that boat gets blown up, and then we have our boat.
A literal carrier.
Yes.
I think the working theory, if I remember correctly from the thread discussion we had, was to create an order of the
Orb Gazers.
Order
Orb Gazers.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the best name we have so far.
The order of pondering the orb.
Yep. Sorry. Yes. Orb Ponderers.
What about the Orb of Balls?
I feel like this is getting nowhere.
No, I think we're pretty much there. The Order of the Orb Ponderers.
The Order of the Ball Gazers.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
The ball gazers. I like orb ponderers a little bit more than ball gazers. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was orb gazers.
Isn't that just eyeballs?
No, it's testicles.
Mm-hmm. So we could be the capital I ballers, or throw it in a volcano, or
Order of the Ball Gazers.
Order of the Phoenix.
Order of the Amardalan.
Mm-hmm.
And then we don't give it to anybody, and we just keep it for ourselves.
Order of the magical nuclear bombs. And people are like, "What's a nuke? Don't worry about it."
So in that example, let me just help flesh out the idea. Since it is a singular item, in whose pocket does the Amardalan sit while you guys are in Order of Orb Gazers?
It's still in Kel's pocket.
We would probably put it in some type of magical chest / vault of some sort, and build that vault somewhere special where no one else has access to it.
There was also the suggestion of giving to Zawagan, but I think that got shot down.
Very.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's a good idea to give it to anybody.
Yeah, if we're not letting the queen have it, we're not letting anybody have it.
I'll take it.
That's fair. I
Kid.
Let's give it to Kig, and he'll
All right,
travel
guys,
the world
I'll
with it.
solve this. I'll just keep it.
It'll be in my
Alright.
keepsake.
Kig will be
Actually,
our Tom Bombadil.
the
You just
idea
lose
is
it.
not throwing it into a mountain. I think the idea was to yeet it into the sun.
Is that
Or
an option? Can we do that?
I feel like if
Can
you
we
meant
do
that,
that?
we would have done better. Are you guys talked through that enough that we should put this to a vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Then a simple 1 or 0. 0 is either you do not like the plan of creating an Orb Gazers clan, or you have a different option that you'd like to proffer. 1 is you want to become an Order of the Amardalon member who will safeguard this powerful relic.
Can
Now
I?
in chat.
Wait.
Option, and then number 2 would be we create it, but we have other people do it.
That's the one.
Hello.
Well, let's first decide about order yes or order no.
Okay.
1 is order yes, 0 is order no, or I have a different idea that I'd like to share. An order of some size, shape, or variety. Whether it's enshrined and protected by you or enshrined and protected by somebody else, that's number 1. Number 0 is I don't like that plan and or I have a different plan.
I don't like that plan, so help me.
1, because I'm not in Roll20.
Trying to log in right now. I'm having difficulty.
Yeah, I tried. It wouldn't let me load the game on my phone. So
It is just like text and pictures, but I have found it to be cumbersome.
Yeah, I've tried to do it on my iPad before, and it no worky like that.
it just gave me a black screen as if it was still loading.
Yep.
Same.
You had it in dark mode.
Oh, dude, you need to.
I think I did.
You need to update your Flash.
All right.
So 1 was an order of yes.
Yes.
For vote for yes.
Mhm.
There.
I think that's unanimous.
Yes.
Sure.
Yep, that's unanimous because Basic said 1 as well. So you guys all agree that the most prudent measure is to create an Order of the Amardalon to safeguard the relic. Now it's a matter of minutia. Do you guys take custody of it personally and figure out a way to safeguard it? Do you create an organization in which you hire other people onto? Does it pass from one of you to the next person every year? So like you're not together necessarily as a unit, but like over a protracted period of time, it just passes hands from one guardian to the next. How would you handle it?
I like the idea of subcontracting it out to someone else.
Yeah, Kig doesn't want anything to do with this rock. But can we not call it Order of Amardalon? Can we call it something more boring so like nefarious people later on don't like start getting nosy?
Yeah, the orb of the order of orb ponderers is what it's being
Or
called.
we could call it like a guild of some sort. Like really make it boring.
The Arcanists.
The Order of the Whitefish.
Well, any type of order will just make people curious. It needs to be something like the Guild of bureaucracy and red tape.
We're the
Guild of Dungeons and Dragons.
Mentioned better than the Circle of Friendship.
Call it the Order of Dungeons and Dragons.
We are
No
the
one will
Tape
ever
Guild. I like the Tape Guild.
The Tape Guild?
We are the
Yeah.
keepers.
What
Like,
do you
no
It's
keep?
too ominous.
I don't know.
No, like the Tape Guild. It like keeps the world together, and no one really needs to know about it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine with Tape Guild because it's very boring, and no one will be like, "What's that about?"
It's definitely not a mana nuke.
Quack quack like duck.
It's definitely not a mana nuke.
All right. So it seems like you guys are the Tape Guild, keepers of the orb, the binders of secrets, and a new hidden society on Meridian. You said you wanted to subcontract it out. Is there a person or organization in mind, or is that just something you would, investigate somewhere down the road?
I think
have
the best
an idea.
option.
That, or do you have a person?
I think the best option would be us, like vetting people and then having them be the ones take over. Like we would found the organization, but then like leave it subcontract out to other people to actually safeguard it.
Okay.
Like we would have each one of us would be able to choose one charge.
I choose the
to
queen.
be a member.
You chose my choice.
Yes.
Well, that's terrible.
That's a terrible choice.
No.
Then I choose the council.
You mean the triune?
Yeah, the triune.
Then I choose the entire floating city of the Arcanist Guild.
Nice.
This is going. This
We're back
tape
to
is
one.
unraveling really fast. We're losing our adhesiveness.
God, we've made a tape ball. I like the suggestion of each of you having a foundling, a member that you recruit within the organization of the Tape Guild.
This is the
Letting
way.
that person, trusting them gaining, while they gain skill and power, and then one day revealing to them what you actually do.
Actually, that
It's
works for
interesting to me.
that works for Kel too.
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
And also, Kel wouldn't mind occasionally having their hands on it because it's very fascinating to them.
That is my next question. What is the founding rule of the Tape Guild with regards to use of the Amardalon?
No touchy.
Don't use
No.
No touchy. Rule number
protect.
1: no touchy.
Rule number 2.
Rule number 2: don't let other touchy.
Okay, but
Don't talk about the Tape Guild.
contrary point. Remember that time where I stopped
No
an
touchy.
entire island being yeeted at the planet?
No touchy.
Do you? You were practically unconscious.
Yes, but I still did it.
But I'm told it was fucking cool.
I think personally,
cool.
Leo thinks this personally, that it will do more harm for people trying to use it than it would do good.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And
I
we
got
should
some
just
cool
do no
ability-
touchy.
I got some cool abilities out of it.
Yeah, but no touchy.
Yeah, also no touchy.
Yeah.
Yes, Dex?
I was going to say, Reed's part of Reed's story going on is going to be actually researching more artifacts like the Mardalorn, or trying to locate them or find people with information so that he might pass it on.
Kel.
So, like,
I'm sorry. Please go.
researching the Mardalon without interacting with it on a personal or dangerous level.
Cool. Are there any other cardinal rules that the Tape Guild must adhere to?
Do not put it in your mouth.
A good one, try.
Don't make French toast.
Tape Guild must adhere
Hold
to
up,
these
wait a
rules.
minute.
Exactly.
Oh, gosh dang it.
So good.
This is a role that they are bound to, and that if ever a time comes when they can no longer fulfill their role, that they are responsible for finding the replacement, just as we found them.
Okay. Safeguarding it in perpetuity. I like that.
Yeah.
I guess the next and last question I can think of that really matters is there are some people that are aware of its existence, and some that I think might at least suspect that you have something of magnificence. Do you keep this entirely a secret, or do you tell people who you deem need to know, hey, look, this exists, I have it, you cannot?
No.
I think it should be a secret forever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And
Seems
if
like you
people
guys are
ask if we
universally
had it,
agreement about that.
we'll just say we lost it.
Can we use it like just
No,
like Men in Black?
don't say we lost
Men in
it. Just
Black.
say it was. Just say it was consumed in the battle with Undine, and that way no one actually knows that it still exists.
I think that's
true.
reasonable.
This
Yeah.
brings up my other point. I did bring up the other idea where we use the stones to destroy the stones. Can we use the Amardalon to destroy the Amardalon? Is that a possibility?
I mean, I love Infinity Gauntlet analogies as much as the next guy. I would tell you that using the Infinity Stone analogy, it was catastrophically dangerous to do that. I think that would ring true at least to Kel, who's operated the device several times. The
Yep.
potential for so much power is, if you tried to release it all at once destructively, I think they would tell you that there's no, that's power that cannot be harnessed or even fully understood. It's hard to know what the destructive impact on the world might be.
Okay.
Follow-up question. Try. How terrible would it be to use the Amardalon to yeet the Amardalon into the sun?
That's not destroying it necessarily. So, if a bad thing happened, it probably happens in the sun. I suppose that's at least 7 minutes better than the other plan.
It would just exist in the middle of the sun.
For
Yeah, it
7
would-
minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with that.
The problem would be what comes after the 7 minutes pass.
So, meta this a little bit. I don't think Tri wants us to destroy Pendilor.
No, I agree. So that's why I'm glad he said he gave us a definite answer. If this would probably destroy Pendilor.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think if Kel were to roll Arcana on it, there's just so much raw power just innate to the device that trying to consume it, finding a conduit for all that energy is just impossible. Destroying it would release it catastrophically. I'm not opposed to just using its power to put itself so far out of reach that it would take a miracle to recover.
Yeah.
But that's possible then, because miracles are a thing.
Counterpoint, though, that puts it back into Tri's back pocket for a later story device usage.
Mm-hmm.
So, either that or the order, honestly.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't tell Tri that we're actually making an order, and we're actually just pretending to tell him that we're throwing it into space.
That's the real answer. We don't tell Tri anything.
Don't give him any plot devices whatsoever.
I think it's a cool object, and I would love to make sure that it can come up in later renditions that are in Pendilor.
Oh,
So.
Kel ate it before the mask was removed.
Whoopsie.
Fair. Yep. That's what happened.
That's why you didn't see
Oh.
it.
So wait, but if Kel ate it before the mask was removed, all that energy went to the evil god demon that's trying to hunt him down.
Well, blow up his plane. It's fine.
That's
It's
next
a-
campaign's problem.
Yep, that is.
So I think we're pretty set on the whole order idea.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mhm.
The Tape Guild, holding the world together one piece at a time.
Yes.
Sworn to secrecy. Recruits a replacement. Never to use the orb ever. It does not go in your mouth, and I think a corollary is it doesn't go into any other orifice.
Whoa, hold on.
Hold on. Do not put the orb in your cloaca.
I did not agree to these terms.
Oh, jeez.
All right, that all seems reasonable to me. You guys wear your blood oath of brotherhood, or whatever size, shape, or variety that takes. Does anybody have a ceremony that they'd like to perform, a rite, a ritual, or just words to say?
We did not prepare that far.
Leo would talk about the Amardalon and basically say, I hope this never has to be used ever again, and that our neutrality with it will stay for a long time.
Hear, hear.
Hey,
I also like binding the world together as just like a nice phrase for them.
Mm-hmm.
Tape. That should be our motto. Tape Guild, binding the world together.
We stick
one piece at a
together.
time.
We stick together.
So that it may never fall apart.
Yeah.
Where are we keeping it?
We haven't gotten that far.
Mhm.
Does it stay mobile on one guardian, changing hands every so often, or do you guys want to have a vault in which it sleeps?
I think the mobile changing hands makes more sense.
I would actually argue that's probably.
But
the
that
case,
goes
yeah.
against our first rule, which is no touchy.
It's so true.
Uh,
I like the
I mean,
vault idea.
Our first rule was never use it, and your credo initiation into the clan was, I hope we never have to use this again.
I hope we never have to use this again. I think Dax had brought up the idea of potentially making the vault on Exile
Where we found it originally?
yeah.
and making the headquarters on Exile, something that's out of the way that people won't just normally come across.
And then we sacrifice a ship to get there.
But sealing off all tunnels that used to branch out, make sure there is no way to reopen them.
Yeah, I don't hate that. Do you tell Ira, the seer, the keeper of exile, what you're doing.
I don't think we'd have a choice. She would
Yeah,
know
she would
Yeah,
already
by
know.
default.
It's like
I
trying to
think
hide from your mom.
I think
Something
as
when
a
she already
a-
knows.
I think as a courtesy we would tell her.
Nice.
Maybe we'd even initiate her as the one who would be like, "It is time for you to seek a prodigy."
So
to
actually, I think she
to
should be part of the
replace you.
vetting process because she's pretty good about reading people.
Like she can see something in them.
Even though she
Like
can't
they
think.
must pass the Seer's test.
Yeah, that should be one of the
What is the
initiation
final step?
processes.
I like
I'm
that.
sure.
You guys will eventually return to exile with the Amardalon. She agrees to allow exile to be its resting place, acknowledging that you have at this point fulfilled the destiny laid before you, and that
That where it
she
came
will
from.
help you find people to replace yourselves and them in their time.
And we should
Sa-
also bring like at least 5 shipbuilders.
Thought those who stayed on on Exile chose to.
Yeah.
What if it was their destiny to protect the orb?
Who can say?
Probably her, but she's not gonna.
And the
All right,
captain can help too.
I think that, in my mind, puts a pretty nice bow on the plan of what to do with the Amardalon. The Tape Guild guards its secret forever. It's tucked away in a tidy cave, guarded by Ira, Captain Drake, and Sky the dog, on an island no one can find. I like it. That, I think, moves us forward to the next portion of the epilogue. From this point, 2 years have passed, 24 months since the final battle with Undine at the bottom of the ocean, amidst the lava flows. And each of you has received an invitation. There's apparently a harvest festival being held, and at the end of that festival, they intend to award the mighty heroes of Pendilor with a great honor. So you've been asked to attend the festival as a guest of honor and then receive some kind of acknowledgement, possibly from the Queen. The message you each received were kind of vague. You, I assume, agree to go?
As long as I can
to not go.
As long as I can bring the harvest pennant that I still have from the very first game.
Oh,
That is
goodness.
pretty cool. Very retro.
Yes.
Each of you arrive separately and find the city streets clogged, just absolutely cluttered with people. Celebrations abound everywhere, and the fair ground, the space that you guys remembered before when all of this calamity started, has tripled in size. Kind of a testament to how much Pendilor itself as a kingdom has bounced back from the tragedy after the end of the war. Everything really rebuilt pretty quickly. People seem more optimistic and happy now than they have been in living memory. And the Harvest Festival this year is kind of like a testament, a living, breathing barometer of that success. You all arrive at roughly the same time, and as you approach the fair gates, can see each other from a distance, waving and congregating in a circle. The Queen's captain of the guard is waiting for you at the entrance of the fair. He has your tickets for entrance and tells you not to mind the mob, gesturing to a crowd of people outside. There are maybe 3 or 4 dozen people who have not been granted admittance today, and they're just shouting profanities and waving banners in the air. If you look at them, they're hauntingly specific. One banner to the left reads, "Kel knows what lies beyond. Make her tell us." Another one says, "He walks in both worlds. Teach us." A third banner reads, "Unban the teachings of necromancy. It can save the world." And one person charges the line of guards, revealing a shirt on which is written, "Future Kellington."
Ha.
This is great.
They're
Oh
not
my
allowed
god.
in the fair. Please pay them no mind. Come this way, please, if you will. Walking past, they don't even seem to really recognize you or know who you are, but they are obviously fans.
They're a fan of the theoretical Kel. They don't know the real Kel.
Not that cool.
Oh boy. You guys push your way past a couple of trade barkers and salesmen right at the the beginning, the bruskers, all these people just trying to get your coin, get your attention. There's a bunch of mage rites performing rituals and everything else. You see that just past the entrance there's a mage rite who set up his ramshackle hut, offering to give people temporary magical tattoos. The barker out in front of his shop says, "Brand yourself like Black Talon, slayer of the sea hag. For just 10 silver, her power can be your power." Offering to create these elaborate lavender and black designs of tattoo that come alive across the arm and race across looking like rippling purple flames, dancing all over the human body. He reminds anxious parents, temporary, of course, by dawn they'll fade.
I wish mine would fade like that.
Taz
So
wants to do
cool.
that, but it will definitely take longer than we have.
Hey, I'll get one if you get one.
I already have one.
I already have one too.
Zaz tragically.
Mine was
lost
given
his.
by an evil god. I don't think you want it.
As you guys walk past, there are the same kind of games that we've dealt with before in the previous beginning of our story. Although where there used to be the over-the-head hammer slam to ring the bell, there is now a massive line of burly men waiting, and a huge ship's anchor just sunk in a grassy knoll. And the guy offers each of you as you pass, "Step right up, beat the captain, clear 20 paces and win a captain's hat of your own. That's right, folks, the strong hammer anchor toss."
I nudge Leo. I'm
I
like,
have
hey,
to.
you want?
Gonna.
I'm like, it's like Leo, you need to go get your captain's hat back.
I'm gonna run. I just gonna get Giddy and run over there and do it.
Oh,
I'm
Oh,
just
whoa,
gonna-
easy there,
If-
fella. Whoa, you're a big one, aren't you?
if he's
Would you
doing
like
that,
to
he doesn't get a choice. I'm going to cast Enlarge on him and make him extra big.
Nice.
play?
And I want it to
Whoa,
happen-
really big fella.
I want it to happen as I'm flexing. So it just looks like Hulk and just go twice as big.
Just veins bulging everywhere, bursting capillaries. Women are swooning and fainting in the audience. My goodness. Well, all you have to do is clear that 20 paces mark with this here anchor, and I can get you a captain's hat.
Okay. What do I gotta do? Roll strength?
Strength check with
Nice.
advantage.
Leo
your
can
range,
finally be a real captain.
Don't fail.
Nice.
That
Leo,
was a strength
you,
save. My bad. Same thing.
yeah, you bend down, grabbing the anchor just above the point where the chain links to it with one arm, and he goes, "Oh, easy there, son. You're gonna want to grab that with both hands and live with your knees." And you just huck it out of the mold of grass that had grown around it, clearing 30 or 40 paces, well past the area that this was designed to be thrown in, almost crushing a sausage vendor as it lands. Everyone just astonishedly turns back and looks at you. My God, who are you?
I dust off my hands and be like, "No need to give me my captain's hat. I already have one," and then just walk away.
You hear people whispering, who was that? How did he do that? Must be a hollow anchor. And it takes 4 men to unbury it from the crater that you've made where it landed. And try to
Must
Nice.
be
get it
a
back to the
hollow
start of the game.
anchor.
People are impressed. The Queen's Guard that's been escorting you tells you that they've cleared out 4 tables in the area here, so that the riffraff shouldn't bother you, but servers will come to offer you whatever delicacies you want. We need a few more minutes until they're ready for you. Please feel free to catch up with one another and perhaps enjoy a free meal. As you're waiting, a barmaid comes over and asks if anybody would like a ale while we wait. That they have caramel apple tarts this year. They also have hog haunches. They have 3 different types of spiral sausages on sticks. If any of that sounds appealing to you, she'd love to bring some.
The
I'd like
caramel
one of
apple
each,
tart.
please.
Does the ale come in pints?
I'm getting one too.
2 pints for me, please.
I'll take a caramel apple tart as
Take
well.
one.
Mm-hmm. Sweet.
She collects all of everybody's orders, like having to scratch out and rewrite several times as you all change your mind. And as she turns to walk away, like a trio of kids scuttles past her, almost tipping her ass over tea kettle. And she's like, "Oh, damn little rapscallions! I wish they wouldn't play here." You turn around and a new kid who's like been anointed the leader of the game puts his head against your table, covering his eyes, and says, "As strong as they come, even though I'm not big. Agile and fleet, I bound rig to rig. Give up now, your grave should you dig. Flee now, for I am the sword called Kig." And he reveals his vision and starts chasing kids trying to touch them. Everyone he touches has to lay on the ground and play dead.
Aw.
It's awesome.
They
What?
have.
I don't kill kids.
I mean,
You haven't killed them
just because no one's
yet.
paid you yet. Yeah.
I mean, last I heard, you were Kig, the kid killer.
Ah, no
Ooh.
one's. Well, yeah,
You say, well, yes, no.
Well, I mean, sure, if the money's right.
I could be. Like, who couldn't kill a kid? Like, right?
I mean, everyone's capable of killing a kid,
Yeah, it's not a matter of
but are they capable?
proficiency. It's some people would say it's a moral issue, but clearly not.
And the sword's all wrong. It looks nothing like that. And Kig proceeds to take out his actual Kig sword.
You gotta hit him with the pointy end. While you're waiting for food to arrive, who would like to be the first person to catch up, to share their story, what they've been up to for the last 2 years?
Hell can go first if no one else wants to.
Do it.
Okay. As is apparent, when Kel arrived with Malenti in tow, holding hands. But over the last 2 years, Kel spent time studying with Calypso to learn how to ask for magic instead of taking it, because it seemed like a very fascinating concept. And during the course of Kel's studies with Calypso, it was very clear that Kel had the intellect to grasp the finer concepts, but was lacking in world experience due to how young they were and how difficult of a childhood that they had. And Calypso decided that it was a good idea that Kel should take some time to go travel the world and stop in periodically via the magic circles to continue their lessons. And in a little bit of an impish grin, Calypso also asked Malenti to accompany Kel to keep them out of trouble. And over the course of their travels, both on sea and on land, over the last 2 years, they grew closer, both in friendship and in a beginning of a budding relationship, which was very weird and uncomfortable to figure out for Kel, who has not had that kind of closeness of interaction before. I think that's the majority of it. Yeah.
Time spent in study and introspection, both of magic and yourself.
Yeah.
There's still time before food arrives. Would anyone else like to share what they've been up to?
Well, Kig has just been doing the same thing. He returned to Logan, and he, just went back into his normal, usual life. The whole adventure is kind of like a blur to him. It came and went. All he knows is he's got his sword, and Zaz is still alive, so he's happy.
Nice.
So after saving the world and becoming a big world-known hero, I just went back to like robbing people and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You find it interesting, I think, probably, Kig, that in this world, the title of Kig the Sword has become something akin to the Dread Pirate Roberts. No one really knows who you are, but the name has developed its own persona. It has weight and gravitas to it. People fear it and recognize it,
Oh, I assure
which I
you,
guess is both a help and a hindrance to your work.
some people do know who I am.
Who would like to go next? We still have some time.
Yeah, sure. Well, I went everywhere I could because I had some questions to ask my old mentor, who admittedly saved my life and got me out of trouble when I was younger, but also introduced me to Talos, and I've had some time to reflect on whether that was a good thing or not. I didn't find my mentor. She has been tough to track down, but I did find her bodyguard, and he did not make it.
You kill the bodyguard?
He, he tried to do the same.
Oh
So
shit.
it was kind of a
Damn.
one or the other sort of thing.
That sucks.
It's unfortunate.
I don't think he ever really liked me that much.
It's okay, we like you.
So I've spent the last 2 years just traveling the world, trying to find my mentor, and she's out there somewhere. I'll get there eventually.
Food arrives. Many plates, tankards full of ale. A veritable feast is laid out on the tables before you. Out of character, Zell, did you conceive of anything for Marius? Because if not, I have.
Oh, by all means.
As food arrives, the Queen's Guard that has been escorting you so far asks if all of the food is to your liking and if there's anything that you great heroes need of him. Otherwise, he'll just continue to be stationed here, making sure you're kept safe until the ceremony.
I have drinks. I have sweets. This
Hey,
is
where's
wonderful.
Marius?
He
Is
says,
Marius
"Very
actually
well.
here?
I'll take my leave of you." No, regrettably, I did have a message from Viscount de Pogavere. He wanted to send along his reluctant regrets, his words, that he could not attend today's ceremony. The Queen's job, with him having been recently appointed head diplomat to Stakemir, keeps him quite busy.
Dakamir?
Akamir.
Stekemir is the country to the north, or to the north
It's
west of
Vampire Land.
Pendilor. It is the gothic horror subgenre in my world.
Nice.
Interesting.
Zaz definitely understood all of those words and didn't, the first time he heard it, have to whisper to himself, Viscount?
It is the Queen's Guard elaborates. It is a position of high honor deemed only fit for the Queen's most valuable and loyal servants. He's been granted quite an estate in Stakemir, as I understand it. Done well for himself. Loyalty has its advantages.
Good for him.
Yeah, he was a dick anyway.
Reed scoffs.
I miss Fancy Pants.
He seemed nice.
I'm sure his new job won't suck.
Oh, jeez.
Hey.
For about an hour or so, you guys just scarf down all of the delicious food and beverage that the festival has to offer. And, you're getting full as you are basically done and having the wait staff come and clear tables. You can see the center stage now more clearly as the rest of the food court has sort of cleared, and from this vantage, you're finally getting to see what it was. No minstrels this time. There were a lot of like bards performing at the center of the square before. This time, you see that there's a troupe of actors retelling some kind of play or action scene. It had been quiet and sort of in the periphery before, but it's now in clear sight. You can see a very muscular, well-defined man standing shirtless in front of the audience. He's got a metallic lightning bolt draped around his neck, and he wears a very ill-fitting blue kobold mask on. And bearing his mace, he yells to his friends, "Quickly, stand behind me, cohorts! Worry not, while small in stature," putting his hands on his hips, "my might is endless." And the crowd cheers. as you guys are clearing the places and making your way away from the scene, you can hear a second scene where the entire troupe of actors begins regaling everybody with some kind of song about the restorative power of friendship.
Hmm.
Are we
Le-
ponies?
Leo clearly nudges like Zaz like across the table and is like pointing. It's like, that's you. That's you.
Did I ever say that?
Who cares? That's you.
Who cares? That's you.
Reed looks over and goes, "Hey Zaz, nice abs."
um, as you guys are standing and stretching, making your way towards where the Queen's envoy is prepared to meet you for the ceremony that'll happen at sunset or at sunset. You run right into a vendor. He's got this kind of two-handed cart that he's towing along like a rickshaw. And he goes, "Oh, I nearly ran into you there. Sorry. May I interest you in a Radiant Sunbolt? Radiant Sunbolt's all the rage right now. Radiant Sunbolt's here. Get your Radiant Sunbolt. Unleash a flurry of fun for your little one. Radiant Sunbolts are sale right now for 1 copper apiece. 1 copper."
I'll take one.
Take 3.
He says, "You want to hold it to the base? Pull the top and watch out. Radiant Sunbolt City." You fire
Reed
it, it
very
works just like
happily.
a Roman candle, just boom, 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 brilliant little yellow starbursts.
I want to do a whose is better with Reed, but Reed actually does the proper Radiant Sunbolt.
Absolutely.
Okay. Kel and Reed are going to go do that.
Nice.
Yes, we are. And then Reed's going to buy some extra to take with him on his travels.
That's perfect. Keeps them aside. Decoys.
I hear these might be useful in the future.
Everybody's following the Queen's Guard as he walks you through the concourse of the fairgrounds here to a secondary stage where people have already started to sort of gather in a sort of a grassy area with seating. Jezza always being the one to sort of linger behind. You see a man standing in front of a leather-clad sort of teepee-style tent with a dark hood drawn over his face so you can't even see his eyes. And as he sees you walk past, he says, "Psst, little one, come over here." "Yes, that's right, little one, over here.
Is that
Would you like to
racist?
buy an ancient scroll? The very same scroll that Jezza of the Fireheart clan used to master the death touch technique. Just 2 gold and you too can become a master of the open fist."
Is this a Kung Fu Hustle reference? Did you? I love you, Try.
I'm so happy right now.
Jezza, having her backstory not yet told, but with the experiences that have shaped her, says, I don't remember that being her name actually, but I do remember this. And she makes a knife hand and she gently pushes it against the guy's leg. Is that the death fist, as you call it, could kill with very little pressure. Do you want to see if I can do that?
He starts to panic. He pulls back his head. He's just like a short blonde-haired kid, no mystery whatsoever. I'm sorry, miss. No, I just trying to sell these dragon scrolls. That's all."
Just go. And I walk away.
Oh man.
Oh, I didn't even get to buy one.
I wanted to learn the death touch.
Don't you have magic?
Yes. Here it is, death touches. Red inflict wounds. You eventually catch up to the group, Jezza, and you're all sort of sat down in this shaded area. He tells you that it's only about an hour now until the sun sets, and the emissary of the Queen will give her presentation. During this period of downtime, we can catch up with each other, and you guys can share some more stories, or I can tell you some of the events that took place behind the scenes while you guys were off doing your adventures between. Would you rather hear about the end of the war, or would one of you like to share first?
I just want to say before that, as we're walking away, Reed leans over to Jezza. You know, if you don't want to learn Death Touch, I could teach you Sunbolt. Reed hits Sunbolt and hands her a firework.
I can do what I can time skip for Leo.
Go.
Yeah.
So, you all kind of notice that Leo's wearing pretty much the same type of clothing. Greasy blacksmith get up. He goes everywhere and that stuff. But you notice it's like a little more higher quality now. While this past 2 years, he took up his estate that the queen gave him, and has been practicing his blacksmithing skills and opened up a shop in the city, uh, where he has been learning with the Crowmanville how to imbue weapons with the different elemental properties from it. And he's been making a pretty good killing off selling some fine weaponry. And his shop is named the Fainting Ghost. Um, and he's been enjoying life, just becoming a good old blacksmith in the city for 2 years.
Excellent. Yes. Nope. That's good. That's perfect. You'd said inside Pendilor. I wasn't sure if we were in the city or outside.
I believe she gave me a small.
Mm-hmm.
She bequeathed me a small forge in the city, so that's where he
Mhm.
opened up shop.
Hell yes. We have a few to share still. Would you like me to talk to you about what happened at the end of the war, or is one of you who hasn't shared yet ready to share?
I can share.
Go.
All right. As Reed says his goodbyes to everybody, he had invited both Jezza and Alexis to back to his monastery. Accepting both their answers, he returns and where he begins to study ancient artifacts that his members of his monastery have come across in an effort to help his friends. And on the side, continues to develop his potions and poultices in hopes that they can benefit the world someday and other healers around. After about a year, and having gathered enough information, he decides he wants to travel again. So Reed spends his time traveling to villages and different countrysides, looking for more information as he goes. Um, and while he travels in disguise, whenever he ends up in a village, he still ends up making a new friend.
Is it an
Always
elf?
amiable.
Yes. On the road, he travels in disguise, but in villages and towns, he comes back to his amiable self.
Excellent.
All the while, looking for more information about the Amardalon.
All right, I think we've got at least two more on deck. I'm going to read to you about the end of the war real quick, just to get everybody caught up on what I've got in the last 2 years. Following the defeat of the rogue triune Undine, diplomatic talks began. Neither side wanting to return to war, peace won out. A gentle but lasting peace was formed between the two worlds, and an official armistice was signed at a neutral location. It became known as the Treaty of 12 Fathoms, the depth at which it was signed. Aid and reconstruction forces from Pendilor and Aethervale helped the Sahuagin rebuild, and while both sides had lost so many, new friendships were formed. A cultural exchange program was created called As Above, So Below to allow the free exchange of ideas, beliefs, technology, and even resources. That pet project has led to the foundation of the CCC, the Collective Coastal Council, which today is electing its final member. During the cultural exchange between worlds, there was a large communal shift in governance styles. The Sahuagin chose to elect a single queen to mirror Pendilor's Gwendolyn, and they elected Ariel, who is now Queen Ariel, sovereign of the Five Seas. As part of the terms of the Treaty of 12 Fathoms, a neutral third party was created to mediate disputes and rule supremely over matters that might affect both worlds' surface and the depths. Seeing value in the triune, Gwendolyn proposed a governing body of 7. This septet, as it is sometimes known, consists of 3 members from each society and one neutral arbiter who will always act in the best effort to maintain peace between the two peoples. the Sahuagin have elected Calypso, the former Triune, their mistress of the mystical arts, Malenti, and Jaren the Bold, a well-respected and battle-hardened Sahuagin baron. The humans of Pendilor put forth the mage Amarasaro, a Stockomere nobleman called Edwin Rothschild, and a humble Lyceum librarian named Janet Pistello.
Whoop.
She won out in an impressive grassroots campaign, beating her opponent in a surprising landslide. The CCC is set to make a very special announcement tonight about who the final septet will be, thus completing the CCC, or Collective Coastal Council. I haven't heard about Alexis. I haven't heard about Jezza. I think that's everybody else, correct?
You put a hiccup there in my final book there. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of editing. So maybe Jezza first.
Go, Jezza, go.
Okay, so after the war, Jezza accompanied Reed here real quick to go finalize any shortcomings with her technique up at the monastery, and after she was quite comfortable with her personal skill and anything she could learn from other teachers, she departed back to the capital city of Pendilor, where she petitioned the queen to take ownership of the orphanage where she grew up. It wasn't an immediate yes or no, because, unfortunately, Goblin. It wasn't an immediate yes, I should say. But with time, with consideration, I should say, the queen did agree. Jezza took control of the old orphanage, said, get to the old lady who used to run the place, and used any of her personal fortunes to help retrofit it and turn it into a training school / actual school, where she takes in and teaches the orphans of the city to defend themselves and to be productive members of society.
Nice.
She also renamed it to the Chimera's Nest.
Aw.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if
Love
anybody was gonna mention Lil Zaz.
Because I want to know where he is, but I didn't really know how to ask. Where's my boy?
Yeah, so you had the best kinship with him. If he needed a home, I
That's
assumed
not
he'd end
true.
up with you.
Marius had the best kinship with him.
That's true.
At every opportunity, everybody was like, I'm going to train this Chimera. Critical failure. Marius is like, no, hey, sit.
Yeah.
So there's
So,
your answer. Little Zaz is in Stackamere now.
Nice.
I'm calling dibs.
No, he's mine. I'm
Too
actually
bad.
gonna fight you on this.
Just
Fuck
gonna
you.
say, Leo's got eight acres of land that Little Zaz can just chill on.
So, all right. So I'm legitimately calling in metagame on this. Correct me if I'm wrong, Try. He was given to the druids to be seen if he could be raised peacefully, effectively.
Mhm.
Marius is a druid.
You're a traveling diplomat. Do you want a pet?
I mean,
Yes.
dope
I think
No,
we
you
Chimera.
don't. Marius was a racist asshole. Shut up.
That's true.
Marius is going to need the Chimera and the Stackamere.
Yeah, that's a place where you're not respected unless you have something giant with a scorpion's tail.
Yeah.
I love. No, he's disqualified because he was a racist asshole. Oh, man.
Oh boy.
If you feel strongly that Marius would have tried to take possession of it, he has the ability to control to control beasts. So I believe that could have won out over you just gently feeding it and trying to train it with animal handling. Let's
I
decide
could legitimately see Marius saying, look, somebody's got to take care of this. The queen doesn't want to take care of this. Fine. I will remove this problem from the queen's court.
Not a problem. He's a baby.
Not anymore, he's not.
He's a little problem about to be a big problem.
I feel like Jezza would shove her bow staff in Marius's face a few times.
Well,
Smack,
remember,
smack, smack.
Marius isn't here, and he was quite surreptitious. He could probably have stolen it away if that were something he truly wanted to do. And it does eliminate the problem of what to do with a man-eating once it becomes old enough to eat people.
I suppose.
You can come
Also,
visit. It's
he's
fine.
man-eating and not vampire-eating, so it's totally safe in that other country.
All right, I think hopefully I've tap danced and vamped long enough for Alexis.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay, so in the aftermath of everything that happened with Undine, Alexis was a little bit, lost as to what to do. Let's be honest. She didn't even really want to go along with this trip anyway, and was just kind of swept along. And so, whatever. So as she was like when we first had our first goodbyes, Reed actually walked up and was like, "Hey, we're good pals and such. You think you want to come to my monastery? I could probably fix up that shoulder of yours." And for lack of better of anything else to do, that's where she went. And so she went there for about a year. Either having the monastery people try to fix her arm, which I think they did. So, but on top of that, she snuck away into their library and read all their books, probably against their permission. Um, let's be honest. And then after about a year, she came back to Pendilor, and this is where you screwed up my backstory. My backstory was going to be Janet died, of natural causes. So
Oh
that
no,
kind of
I'm
was like,
sorry.
I was like, oopsies. So,
Well, she
but
got better.
she got better. No, somehow. No. But when her leaving, she got a messenger coming to her, basically saying, "Hey, Janet left her position, and she didn't really leave anybody else, but she said that you knew the books best, so she wrote your name down against your will. So now you're the proprietor of the library, and
Nice.
so Lexus now is the proprietary of this library. Whether or not she takes this as a good thing is up for debate, considering the whole fact that it was thrust upon her and she didn't really necessarily want to do it. Right.
No one does not
Um,
trust her.
and then on top of that, as I was the proprietor of the library trying to figure out everything, Jessa comes up and is like, "Hey, you're the smartest person I know. I think you should teach at my school." And having not really felt a purpose in her life, basically her entire life, she felt she internalized that question and was like, I can pass my knowledge that I have, that I just keep. I just have all of this knowledge, but it's not of any use to anybody. I can pass this on to the next generation. And so, on that notion, she took up one of the lead teaching positions at the Chimera's Nest, on top of trying to make sure the library doesn't fall to pieces.
Nice. I like that. I like you as a librarian.
Hey, try. Can I yes and my epilogue off of what
Sure.
you gave?
Yeah, absolutely.
The other reason why Calypso had Melenti join Kel was to aid in the cultural exchange.
Makes good sense. Unless anybody has more, the sun has gotten pretty low in the sky, and you can see ushers are asking people to sit down and be quiet as a hooded figure that you recognize to be Amara Sorrow is preparing to take the stage.
Forget that. Zaz is excited to see another friend and starts cheering.
She raises her hand in the air, left hand up, to silence the crowd.
Oh,
Respecting both her power and her new position as a council member, a hush falls over the crowd. She places her index and middle finger just below her throat, magically amplifying her voice. We stand here today because we are strong, because we are wise, and because we would not give in to the belief that it was either us or them. Today we are stronger as us and them. But this is only because of the actions of a few brave men and women who answered the call to save their people and found the wisdom and courage to guide the destiny of this world for decades to come. Tonight, we finally have an adequate thank you for our heroes of Pendilor. The crowd begins to clap. She calls each of you up on stage by name one at a time. Petrichor, Jezza, Alexis, and as each of you come across the stage, a waiting attendant has a medallion that they want to drape over your neck as you slowly bend your head, or in some cases they have to kneel down to place the medallion around your neck. You look at it and it bears an unfamiliar crest. It's a trident and broadsword crossed over a over a blue and golden shield crest. There are weird grooves and crenellations all around the perimeter of this circular medallion, almost as if in response to you thinking what this is for, what this does. She says aloud to people in her amplified mage voice again, "These anoint you as members of the Sentinel's Watch and function as keys to access Sentinel Tower on the new island constructed below us." Pointing over the precipice of the cliff, you can see a small man-made island has lots of smaller buildings on it, but one dominant feature is a massive 12-story tower jutting up out of the ocean. You were the first of this order, but not the last. Guardians sworn to protect the realm rather than any one person or ideology. Like you, these are the heroes this world needs. As she concludes, fireworks go off and explode, a couple of radiant sunbolts, and the whole crowd uproariously cheers. You have been named Sentinels of the Watch, and given keys that apparently, or medallions that function as keys to access Sentinel's Tower.
Tell us what time it is.
I'm sorry?
Does it tell us what time it is? Because we're Sentinels of the Watch.
Nice. I always know exactly what time it is. Stares at blank wrist. Sundown will be in 2 hours. Yeah, biting it to make sure it is gold. It is, in fact, gold or another very precious metal, not painted wood for certain. She also says that while she has everyone's attention, she would like to make the announcement that the CCC has decided on the final member of the septet, and they're prepared to make that announcement tonight. So without any further ado, and with little to no fanfare, she announces the name Captain Drake. And a hush falls over the crowd as you watch the captain, the former, I guess, captain of the Dauntless, walks between a parting sea of people as he takes the stage. She says,
Right.
"Robert Drake, former captain of the Dauntless, returned to me a year ago with the belief that his destiny, as he put it, lied with Pendilor. I did not understand it at the time, but his brush with death cost him his memory, making him the perfect impartial person to lead the septet at the CCC. While he still has a keen and disciplined mind, outstanding instincts, and a welcoming charm, Drake has all the qualities of a great leader and arbiter. But because he was both a victim of the war and the only person on Meridian who can't be swayed by an unconscious opinion, he is the perfect choice for our arbiter."
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Noise.
She then withdraws from the stage, with Drake following her. He walks past you guys on their way out. Amara shakes everybody's hands, lingering a little bit with Alexis to exchange, the kind of greeting that only sorcerers can share. And as he passes you, there's this hint. He stares at each of you and smiles with. You can sense familiarity in the smile, but he has no idea.
Oh, I don't like him.
Once they've gone, some of the crowd starts to get up and disperse, and the one bard, the festival MC, takes the stage again and starts trying to rile the crowd up and get excited. He steps down off of the stage while everybody's still clapping, mostly for the sake of clapping, and approaches each of you. And he says, "How about that, guys? How about that, huh? One more round of applause for the great heroes of Pendilor, huh? And the crowd obliges. Oh yeah, woo! And he goes, man, whew, it's hard to know though, right? Which one is your favorite? And
Oh,
he puts his
jeez.
hand over Zaz's head and starts like with his right hand trying to get the crowd to applaud by like giving the more volume gesture with his hand. And he moves next to Reed. How about for Reed? He's going down the line of each of you, trying to gauge by volume of applause who the crowd likes the most. He goes, man, it seems basically like a dead heat. Everybody loves each of you equally. I mean, I know who I'd pick, the most powerful one, right? We all
Oh,
know who that
no.
is. And then there's this sort of like, you can hear at once every member of the crowd say like 7 distinctly different names all at the same time. And then they look at each other like, what? And then these small little infights begin to happen. People are arguing. Well, no, obviously not. Have you considered Radiant Symbol? Yeah, he dodges all of it. It gets borderline chaotic until the MC has to stop and say, hey, no, peace, calm everyone. There is a way we could know for sure. And 2 clowns start dancing on the stage, pointing back to the center of the fairgrounds. And he goes, we do have the Chamber of Challengers!
Oh,
The
dear.
whole crowd goes apeshit berserker, and he turns to you and says, come on, they'll love it. What do you guys think?
Fuck it.
We could settle this argument once and for all. For all these good people, which one of you is the most powerful?
Let's do it.
Ooh,
Yeah, fuck it. It'll be fun.
Let's do it.
okay.
I've done this a few times in campaigns. You are under no obligation to participate, but if you want to, oh, I didn't show you guys this. I'm so sorry. This is the
Oh,
CCC
very
building,
cool.
collective coastal building, and then the small Sentry Tower island that's built to house the new Sentinel Order that you are a part of.
Love it.
Cool.
I went to go move to the next slide, and I was like, oh,
That's
we're still hung up.
really cool.
It's really cool.
Basically a battle royale. If this is not your thing and you don't like PvP in Dungeons and Dragons, you are completely free and clear to not participate in this. I won't hold it against you. I think it's sometimes fun.
We have an agreement of no killing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good.
So they have clerics on hand that will prevent anyone from taking fatal damage, but otherwise the assumption is you're going to go hard, no holds barred, anything goes. First of all, I guess before we get into rules and minutia, does anybody want to opt out?
Kel would like to opt out.
Okay.
Jezza is opting out too. Jezza basically just like does that whole thing. It's like, oh, my back, like she leans backwards. It's like, I have 12 brats waiting for me tomorrow that are going to be expecting their lesson. I do not have time.
Oh, my sciatica.
Grabs one end of my staff. I will smite you, Bold. Don't make me.
Leo is still Kel's soulmate, though, right?
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
Okay.
With that notion, Lex is going to back out because there's not a fair fight, and then walks away.
Say that all that I have planned for tonight after the epilogue was just this battle royale. If you guys don't want to do it, then we can just call it early.
I like the idea of Leo just being the winner by everyone else backing out.
Zaz would absolutely be able to be peer pressured by a crowd.
Reed would just want to out of fun. Good humor.
So I know Kig can't play because Basic Snow has computer,
Oof.
Oof.
and it sounds like Kel and Jezza are out, so that leaves just Leo and Zaz and Reed.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
All right, then let me move everybody else off the map. No Petrichor. No Alexis. No Jezza. No Kig. No kill.
Yeah. Just give Leo 68 more hit points.
For the purposes of this battle royale, we're going to have some unique rules. The first of which is the Amardalon, or the blessings that it gained or that it granted people, do not affect this battle royale for fair play reasons. The second rule is that this battle map is huge. Zone out, zoom out, so you can get an appreciation for its size and scope.
Mm-hmm.
We will roll 20-sided dice. The highest roll gets to place their character first, with the lowest roll placing their character last. Then we will roll for initiative, and then you guys take off. To keep things moving quickly, every player will have a maximum of 1 minute to decide what they're going to do with their turn. If after 60 seconds you can't, you're just going to take the dodge action, and we're going to move on. That may be more lenient since there's only 3 players, expecting to have to do this with 7. There are things around the arena that you could and should consider exploring. So last call, just these 3 players. Anybody else want in? All right, let's have the 3 of you roll a 20-sided die. All right, Zaz, you may place your character first, anywhere you'd like on the map, except for on top of the towers
Dang.
or inside the bunkers. Each of the bunkers has a closed door, but you can be
Oh, it's a
anywhere
bunker.
else. Yeah, these rectangular buildings here have a ceiling at 10 feet tall and a door here that lets you into them. These structures here are towers that have ladders that climb 30 feet to the top. And once you joined the arena here, a wall of force erects, sealing the dome of the arena. So there's like a 60-foot limit on ceiling. So you can place yourself anywhere
Okay.
you want, except in the bunker or on the tower.
Zaz is going to stand in the middle then.
Nice. Reed, you place your character anywhere you want, except you cannot be within 35 feet, 7 squares of Zaz.
Oh, okay. I was like, rules for Reed only? What? Reed is going to start next to this whatever fleet-footed mark is.
Okay.
Perhaps even in it.
Leo,
Actually,
you select
yeah.
last. You can be anywhere you'd like to, except within 35 feet of either Reed or Zaz.
I'm gonna start right here.
Nice. All right, guys. It is. Let me get the tracker up. Combat time. Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
Nice.
Roll
Really,
an 8.
really,
Roll
guys,
an 8.
don't hold back.
Our initiative rolls are low.
We all rolled 7s.
Interesting. All right. Pretty straightforward. Reed, you'll be the first person to act. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, there it goes. It wasn't working. Reed, you're up first.
All right. Am I noticing anything from being in the space here?
The moment you touch the pad that has the Fleetfoot spell on it, you may, immediately upon touching it, move 30 feet in any direction. 6 squares in any direction.
Excellent. Reed's going to go ahead and move this way. Gonna 1, 2. Yeah, that's fine. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and move. Sorry, Leo, you're my friend and I love you, but I'm moving over to where the square is. And I'm just going to instantly fire some radiant symbols at Leo.
Fair enough. Well, let's see him.
Hit and a miss, I think.
I believe that's correct. AC 17, I think.
Yep, AC 17.
1 hit. 10 points of radiant damage.
Ooh, nice. Crit.
And then as my, I guess my bonus action, I'm going to also activate my tattoo.
Okay.
And I'm going to save my key points for this moment here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zaz, you act next.
Well, he's gonna call down a lightning cloud because that's what he does. He's the storm and he calls lightning.
That seems good. Let me find that asset while you're. Is that targeting someone, or is that just you burning the arena?
So it summons the cloud over the arena, and then I, as that action, target Leo, and he makes a dex save to take half that damage.
Nice.
Dex save. Okay, 1 second.
And then that cloud is in the arena as long as I have concentration, and I can use my action to call another lightning bolt.
Can I see this lightning bolt happening?
What do you mean? Can you see it? It's not invisible.
Okay, because I get advantage to dex saves.
Mhm. Yep.
If I can see them.
15 makes the save, so you take 7 points of lightning damage. Any other actions for you?
Nope. And that cloud's going to be centered like right here-ish.
Does it matter for the purpose of the spell?
Well,
I guess it is only 120 foot range, so there are
well,
potentially on the map you could get.
I guess actually, as I'm looking at it, no, because the cloud's 60-foot radius.
Okay. Rather than muddle up half the map with a giant storm cloud,
Yeah.
I think we can safely say you can hit anything in this arena.
Pretty much.
Because something will always be within 120 feet of one part of that cloud.
Mhm.
Excellent. Leo, it's your turn.
Cool. As a bonus action, I'm going to rage. Then I'm going to charge Reed. And I'm going to use a Divine Smite on him and swing recklessly at him with Crow Manville.
Okay.
Ouchie. Oh my god!
A critical hit. For the purposes of tonight, I don't want to do a death spiral, so we're not going to be using the critical hit critical table.
Okay.
Because that can, like, 100 is just you instantly die. That, to be fair, although this is going to be close to that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you
Dang.
die because you take triple your health and damage.
Is that 46 damage?
Holy crap.
Are you knocked out yet?
No, I am not.
All of the Manville damage is also acid damage, if that matters.
I don't believe
Probably
that.
not.
It doesn't.
Resistances.
Okay.
How much damage is that again?
I think 46.
Okay.
Does lucky only count on a low roll?
I
Yeah.
have to make some sort of save. Right. Okay.
And I don't want to do this, but I think technically Leo has another attack.
I do. I have extra attack because I'm going to do it again. And
By
I don't
Reed.
believe this one is advantage because I think if I'm reading this correctly, I might have been doing this wrong before, but I think reckless attack is only on the first attack.
No, you just have to declare, like, toggled on or off at your first attack.
Oh, gotcha.
Everything
Okay,
for
then
that
I
whole
guess I
round
still have
is
advantage.
on.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's on. Unfortunately,
Ooh.
27 hits. Well, not a
Yeah,
crit.
it does.
It's hefty.
This whole 23,
Oof.
27 thing.
Yeah.
10, 50. Jesus. All right. You've got me down to 4 health points, dude.
You're not dead?
Nope.
Dang, you lucked out.
Well, then he's got another attack.
No, I'm
He
out of
does
attacks.
not.
He spends a key point.
Spend a rage point, and I have another attack.
Nice.
No.
At initiative 0, this small pit of acid at the center begins to sputter and churn, and suddenly overflows its banks, filling the arena with a pool of acid. Anybody in the pool
Oh,
takes a significant amount of acid damage.
Nice.
well, that's no good.
Good job, Reed.
Uh,
We did it.
Zaz, unfortunately, you are caught in the acid well overflow. I need you to make a con saving throw.
Well, it's better than a dex saving throw. What?
You take half of 18, which
Oh.
is 9.
I thought you were making that the DC.
No.
Yeah.
The DC is 15. So you take only 9 points of acid damage. And
Fluffy.
oh, why can't I do this? After that, the pool subsides, retracting back into the pit. Just exceeded its banks for a single turn. Reed
Is
your turn.
okay.
All right. I'm immediately going to spend a key point so I can disengage safely. And okay. And I'm going to use the remainder of my movement to travel to the Fleetfoot and then use that direction to, if it's, is it still there?
Mhm.
Okay.
They're like
And use
speed
that
ramps.
to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bounce this way.
Okay. Classic
And
GTA.
yeah, get the fuck out. And
Dang.
I can use a health potion, yeah?
No, because that requires a bonus action which you used to disengage.
Got it. All right. Okay. So oh well, I can still use my healing kit, right? So
Yeah, you haven't used an action. That's correct.
all right, then I will definitely be healing myself. I just have to remember what that does.
It's like a D8 plus the maximum number of hit dice, I want to say.
It's 1d6 plus 4. So there's dice roller. 1d6 plus 4 plus my hit dice. So that's 9. So plus 4 instead of 13. Okay. I rolled a 1.
Oof.
Oh,
Well,
no.
13.
While the 1 sucks, you
Yeah.
did like triple your HP, so that's not nothing.
So
It's
yeah,
true.
which is fine. Works for me. And I'm just
Alright.
gonna sit cozy right there for a moment.
Zaz, it is your turn.
Zaz is going to take a quick step back and here is going to figure out what all these arrows are doing. Is going to cast another lightning bolt.
Okay.
Just call down a second one.
I'm
Which means,
assuming Leo's making a dex save.
it turns out Reed is not in the cloud.
Nice. 9.
All right.
All 13 points.
Alrighty.
And I've decided that's done. We're going to move a little bit further from this pit.
What's on top of the towers?
Chests.
They look like chests.
What's in the chests?
Let's find out. Maybe.
What else do you want to do, Zaz?
He moved. The lightning bolt is his action, which kind of
I
sucks.
thought calling subsequent bolts was only a bonus.
I will happily read that again, but
I think the first one is action and it requires concentration, but I thought subsequent bolts were just bonus.
nope. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action.
Bummer. All right.
Right?
Cool. Leo, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Leo's
7,
chasing
8,
me down.
9. 45 feet. puts you within range. I'm gonna throw the Spear of Tyrod at
Oh my god.
Dax, and it's gonna be a reckless throw.
That's so mean.
Jeez.
What is with your 20s?
He's
I
rolling,
was saving them the whole campaign. It's gonna
Holy
be 10
crap.
damage,
yeah, it does hit.
and then I will use a bonus action to return it and throw it again.
You're so mean.
16.
That's a hit.
Return and throw again as a bonus action?
Bonus action is return it. Extra action,
He's got
extra attack
extra
is
attack.
throw.
You also
Um,
moved. How many
Eliminate me.
actions are you doing there?
I'm moving.
He
Move
Bonus
Bonus
attack,
action,
bonus.
and then-
action.
he got
I
it.
don't think extra attack is considered a bonus action, is it?
No. Just whenever you take the attack action, you can make as many attacks from the extra feature.
Gotcha.
So you did just move bonus action.
Okay.
That economy checks out. Reed, I would encourage you to read your character sheet carefully.
I'm doing a
There's
range
some-
attack against you.
There's something quite important about
I
throwing
could
shot weapons.
spend a key point to try to deflect missiles.
Oh, goodness.
Do it. I hope you succeed.
I never got to use that spell, so I freaking forgot.
I think it's just a D10 plus wisdom to reduce damage from a ranged attack as your reaction. But if it's a good amount, it'll keep you in the fight.
Is reduced by 1d10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your monk level. How do I calculate?
Your level
My dexterity
9.
modifier is...
Can you just click on it? We'll roll it for you.
I doubt it.
No, I don't think so.
So you're 13 plus a 10-sided die.
Okay.
So you've effectively negated one attack. It can't be used twice because you only get one reaction per turn. So you take only 10 damage from the first strike and no damage from the second one.
1d10 plus 13. Excellent.
Right, so it does. Yeah, you'll.
I reduce 18 damage.
Nice.
Which I think has a bonus. Does it have the bonus action effect with it?
There's only 13 damage to reduce.
If I reduce the damage to 0, I can catch the missile.
What? That's
Yep.
amazing.
I said
If it
Yeah.
is small
Nice.
enough for me to hold in one hand.
Nice.
So I don't know what
It
you
is.
threw at
It is
me.
a spear. I think you can hold that in one hand.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Can't wait. You better hold on to it for your life, though.
Oh, I
'cause I'm
caught
gonna
it.
return it next turn.
It's mine.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see about that.
For now.
So you took 10 points from the first strike, no points from the second one,
Yes.
Awesome.
and you have the Spear of Tyrod in hand.
Yes, I do.
I mean, you
Alright.
could theoretically throw it.
Leo's exhausted his actions. That
And it
is
counts as a
initiative
monk weapon.
0. At initiative 0, the 4 bunkers around the room begin to violently shake and shimmer, and there's a small hum that they produce for about 4 seconds, and then they stop shaking and everything goes back to normal. Reed, it's your turn.
Okay. This how do I use his weapon?
It's a strength-based thrown weapon. So if you wanted to throw the spear at him, actually, is spear on the
It
monk
counts
list?
as a
Yeah.
It
then you
doesn't
can
matter
use-
because I caught it. I can use it as a monk weapon.
Cool. Then you just make a normal dexterity-based attack to throw it back at him. Leo, what is the range on it? Is it 30-60?
6. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. I think it's a self cone 60 foot. So I assume it's 30-60.
So he's unfortunately 35 feet away, which also means he made the attack. It would have worked. He's over 30 feet away, so you're gonna make this attack with disadvantage. Unfortunately, spears are 30-60.
I
So
don't
unless
know.
you want
I
to
did recklessly throw, so he would get just a normal
okay, yeah, normal.
because he's
attack.
attacking against me.
Good call with the reckless.
Right. So how do I roll that?
Any dex-based attack, like your unarmed strike for the attack roll, would be fine.
Okay.
It's the calculation is the same. 20 hits. Now
20
you'll
hits.
roll. What is it? A D8 plus.
It's a 1d8 plus
strength.
4.
So yeah, you'll use it as dex though because it's a monk weapon. So same calculation. A D8 plus 4.
All right, and I get an additional plus 1d6 because I'm empowered. I think.
I don't know that. Empowered by what?
It's my tattoo.
I think that's your unarmed strikes get the bonus,
It's any monk weapons that are physical,
but the
but it is
attack.
thrown.
You
Uh,
can
no, I think you're right because that's from melee. You're right. Okay. Sorry, confusing myself. One more time. You said D8 plus
D8
6
plus 4.
plus 4. Thank you. God, scaring the shit out of me.
Cool. I'll take 6.
Technically 5.
5. Sorry.
Have been rounded down.
All right. With that, I am still moving away and being curious and also wanting the little barrier of protection. I'm going to move behind and find out what this circle does.
Stepping on it, you appear in the place of the other blue circle in the top right-hand corner of the map.
Meh.
Nice.
I also love the world that Leo doesn't know that happened.
So
Yes.
are those bunkers risen or lowered?
They're 10 feet tall, so he
Okay.
disappeared behind a building.
Cool. Didn't see him. Got him.
And that's where I end my turn.
Okay. Zaz, it is your turn now.
Zaz is afraid of whatever was humming over here and would like to go up this ladder.
Okay. It takes 30 feet of movement to get to the top, but once you're there, you good, fam.
Oh, that's going to be my whole turn then. That sucks. Because I'm 10 freaking feet away. Doing it. Boop. That is a double move. In theory, if whatever's up here is a bonus action, sweet. If not, whatever.
I'll let you open the chest as a bonus.
Wonderful. Finally,
trapped.
Zaz's character arc has come around and he gets to collect treasure.
Nice. Roll a 6-sided die.
That's a good number.
Inside, you find a flask, a glass hexagonal-shaped ampule that has white liquid in it, creamy with a slightly frothy head. But as you disturb it even slightly, it becomes completely translucent, still water.
Well, that seems like the sort of thing that I can fail to make an Arcana check for.
You can make an Arcana check for free, sure.
Bam! Average.
One of the very common potions, it is a potion of invisibility.
Oh, neat. All right, already have plans for that.
Okay. Leo, it is your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move. So these spring move spec things. How far is it?
It
30
just
feet.
gives you 30 feet. Yep.
Okay, so I'll move 20 feet here, and then so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 30 feet,
Mm-hmm.
and then I have 25 feet of movement left.
Is your base
So,
speed 45? Yeah.
yeah.
That is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
So I'll move here around the corner and not know what's going on. I guess also as my bonus action, I'll pick up the spear's tie rod.
Recalling it to your hand. You turn
Yep.
the corner, jumping out, preparing to pierce Reed to death. Ah, God! Shoo! There's no one there. No sight of him. He may be faster than you recognize. Make a perception roll.
Ready?
What?
You notice at your feet, etched into the stone floor is an elaborate series of runes, but you can't make heads or tails of them.
Gotcha. I will. I guess I have an action. I will ready an attack for anything that comes within me, within 30 feet.
Phrasing?
It comes within you?
Comes within 30 feet of my standing.
Really all about that pullout game, but
Yeah,
all right. Fair enough.
and I'll
Ready an
throw a
action.
spear at it. So
That's initiative 0. Whilst in initiative 0, oh, I need to select my tool.
Woo!
A series of spike trapped pits open up all over the arena. More than I've displayed, but nobody is in a dangerous area just now. And then just as quickly they retract and disappear at the end of initiative 0. Reed, it's your turn. Start of round 3.
Reed is going slightly inactive at the moment, and he's gonna do stealth mode to remain hidden from view while traversing through the arena. So he's gonna try to actively remain hidden, if that's okay.
Make a stealth check. Okay.
Right. And pending this panel not giving me away, my goal is to move to over this area here.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my movement speed twice, so it's going to be my action, and then bump the extra 6 squares.
Okay. Zaz, from your elevated position, I'd allow you to make a perception roll with advantage.
Oh boy. Yes. Oh wait, with advantage.
With advantage.
Yes.
You, in the faint distance, you think you hear me me, but you see Zaz, it is your turn. The
Beep, beep.
the chest remains open, and you can't forcefully close it. The hatch, like the lid, rather stays open. What would you like to do with your turn?
Well, since he's feeling pretty safe right now, he's gonna heal himself from the acid attack.
Seems good.
We'll cast Cure Wounds at level 2, because level 2 spells are useless. Yeah, okay. That's enough.
Mm-hmm.
And for a bonus action, as he heals himself, he's going to spend a little bit of energy ramping up the crowd. Because he is the highest up and everybody can see him, and so he's going to start celebrating and shouting and waving to people.
Nice. Excellent. The roars of the crowd are like slightly distorted and muffled through the wall of force that encompasses the arena, but your message has been well received.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to take any move?
No, this is a great tower.
Leo, it is your turn, and I've got a question for you.
Sure.
You did not take any damage last turn, and you didn't make an attack last turn, so I believe your rage has ended.
Okay. Cool. Works in my favor because I can
Wonderful
cast
news.
some spells now.
Because he is lit tired.
I'm lit tired. Let me pop that down. I got 2 rage left. Leo's gonna move this direction. Oh, sorry. He's gonna move this direction to about here.
Okay.
Not looking where he's going. He's gonna run over this thing. He's gonna run over that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nothing happens.
cool.
Oh,
And then he's gonna get up to here.
Huh.
And since he can't see anybody at the moment, he's gonna spend his action as an extra movement and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get to the base of the tower,
Okay.
and that'll be it.
All right. You're just standing by in case someone comes inside you.
Yeah, not gonna let me live that one down. Got it.
Never.
Nope.
Not in 100 years. I mean, for the record, that's gonna be my ready to action from now on too. Like, just in case somebody gets sneaky.
I'd like to ready an action in case there's any falling stalactites.
Nice.
Nice.
That could never go wrong either.
Can never go wrong with that.
At initiative 0, I have some unfortunate tidings.
Uh-oh. Hey.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no.
Is that a stalactite? Because I ready an action for one.
Oh
Unfortunately
no.
for the pair of you, the tower discharges a 60-foot sphere of static electricity, burning anybody caught in its radius. I need each of you to make dexterity saving throws.
oh, good. My favorite.
At least I get advantage.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
22 damage is dealt. Zaz, the perfect conduit for the electricity, you absorb all 22 points.
Yeah.
Leo, you take half of it, only suffering 11.
Okay.
And it is now Reed's turn.
Is it safe to assume that Reed's noticing that there's a pattern that it's an alternate trap each time?
It does appear to be something different each time, that's true.
Okay, so going with that assumption, Reed's... I'm going to be honest, Reed doesn't see Leo.
Yeah.
I hope not. There's a tower in the way.
Reed's next goal was going to be come to this tower. So he's going to do the tower from the backside.
Operation Take Him From Behind.
He's doing the tower from the
And
backside. Got it.
he's going to use his extra action to do some like monk shenanigans and run up the tower wall. Or I think I can do that.
I believe
It's
yours
30 feet of movement, you said?
Mhm. I believe his monk speed at 9 lets him run across water or up vertical surfaces.
Nice.
And I'm going to come to this chest. Can I still see what's inside, or am I done for
You
this turn?
had to bonus to move, so I don't think.
It was my extra action. I mean, not extra.
Oh yeah. You used your action to move, and then you move. Oh yeah, you can open the chest with a bonus.
Okay.
Roll a
Then that's what I'm going to do.
die.
Roll a 6-sided die.
I hope it's a 1 and I hope it's fire.
It's
Nice.
a 1!
I hope it's fire.
It's a mimic.
It bites your dick off.
Oh no!
You open the chest, it creaks, and this massive velvet-lined chest contains only a single minor healing potion, a very small 4d4 plus 4 healing potion.
I take it.
It's
You've
better than
made
poke
them,
in the eye.
you've used them. You know exactly what it is on site. You have healing potion in your possession. It is Zaz's turn. Zaz, you have a tower brother in arms across the way, waving at Reed. What would you like to do?
Did you see that? I ran up the wall.
I clearly hear that.
Whoops. Zaz's plan isn't going to change despite that. We're still in his dangerous lightning cloud, so he's gonna call down Zappy Lightning and zap Leo some more.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a bad roll though. Look at all them ones. That's a good roll.
That's a fantastic roll.
3 lightning damage.
So this is the fun thing. I'm gonna finally remember to use. Where is it?
Do I get anything cool with my nat 20?
You take half lightning damage.
Nice. Can I holster the rest of the lightning damage, since I am also devout of the lightning god?
I won't give you any mechanical benefit for doing it, but I will tell you that like you absorbed it like a champ, and now as you flash open your eyes every time, like small tendrils of electricity flash out of the left and right sides of your eyes.
Is the crowd going crazy for me right now?
It is pretty sweet. That's a sick effect for sure.
Okay, awesome. That's all I want.
Oh, and you're gonna push him.
I'm pushing him 10 feet further away.
Pushing me where?
Just 10 feet away.
There.
Yep.
Ah, you suck.
Yeah. Because now it's 40 feet to get up the tower.
Combo.
That's fine. I got 45.
Goodness.
All right, Leo, it's your turn.
And I'm going to use that 45 to get it to the top.
Okay.
And then, am I within range of attacking him?
No, because you're 5 feet away.
Okay, so it took 40 to get to the top, and I have 5 feet of movement left. Correct?
Yes, 30 up the stairs. You were 10 feet away. You have. So
Cool. Then I will get within range. And
Crap.
let's see. I'm going to swing at him.
At least I
With
didn't
the
have to take
mandible.
the stairs.
I'm be like, aha! And then I'm gonna swing him recklessly with Manville.
Okay.
Wow.
That does hit. For 14.
Yep, I'm not raging. Sorry, forgot to uncheck that.
I believe
Oh,
14
boy.
points puts him at 0.
That does put me at 0.
The heartburn Manville
The
renders
heartburn
him
Manville.
unconscious.
Can I do something fun instead
Like what?
and still take the damage? Can I like pull some like super cool monk move and matrix dodge it, but lose my balance mid dodge and fall off the tower?
Is that better or worse than getting punched in the face with a hammer?
I just think it would look cool.
All right.
I'm cool with it. I think it's good flavor.
Yeah. Dodging backwards, bending at the waist like Keanu Reeves. You lose your balance and fall 30 feet out of a tower that's still arcing static electricity, and you fall to the ground and are rendered unconscious. As you hit all the air leaves your lungs. Oh!
Curse you, strong hammer! Bleh.
And I'm gonna flex to the crowd again to get them
Nice.
riled up.
I
Yeah,
hope you trip and fall.
you can hear in the stands, Leo, 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 Leo.
And I'm gonna point at Zaz. Since we're
Z-
about we're like in the Ultimate Warrior, American Warrior.
The American Ninja Warrior course.
Yeah.
American Gladiator.
Mary Gladiator. That's what I'm
We're
thinking of.
jousting.
Yeah, we're jousting now.
Man.
If only like a magical bridge like formed between these two towers now.
Yeah, if only.
But you're Leo the Stronghammer. You can make anything happen.
At initiative 0, the well of acid upwells again, burning the stone and no one else. It is Reed's turn. Make a death saving throw.
Oh. They just click death saves?
You're not dead yet.
No, you said make a death saving throw. I've never had to do
Click
that
on
before.
death saves.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh,
I have a
cool, you
little
one
experience with
success.
that.
Zaz, it is your turn.
Yeah. Zaz is going to play as dirty as possible because he kind of really wants to win. And it'll be funny. So Zaz is going to, with his action, cast. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yep, is going to cast Thunderstep. And is going to teleport to Oh shoot, that doesn't work because it's thunder damage. The fact that there's thunder and lightning damage is frustrating.
Yeah.
So we're going to hold on to that. Instead, he's going to still play dirty, but just call down lightning on Leo.
Make that
So
dex save.
that is this button.
I like that there's a difference of thunder and lightning damage, but there's sickening radiance and sun soul radiance, and they're still both just radiant damage.
Right.
So okay, I'm dodging this one. Cool. Leo is too hyped up with the crowd, and he's not going to pay attention to see what's happening. So I'm not going to get my advantage on this one.
Okay.
But I still dodge it.
Yep.
Halfway.
Yeah, he's
Nice.
taking 5 points of lightning.
And that will also push you 10 feet away.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do I fall off, or am I still on the edge?
That to me, in that direction, looks like it's still on the
Okay.
tower.
Rats. Gosh, I wish I had any sort of bonus action damage.
Hilarious.
Okay, fine. We'll deal with that later. Movement action is Zaz is going to walk over towards the edge, and is going to realize that his plan isn't going to work because things aren't in range. Dang. I wanted to teleport.
It was a great plan.
Do it. Do it.
No, I can't do it because range.
Fudge the rules.
I wish. Look, there is the part of me that thought of just, yeah, if I just say it happens, then it happens, right? But that's not fair.
Any other movement, or are you happy staying on your tower?
Happy staying on my tower.
All right. Leo, it's your turn.
So jumping wise, like how does that work? If I wanted to jump really far,
You gotta bend at the knees mostly.
Is it gonna take? I guess what I'm saying is like if it takes, does it just take my normal movement if I wanted to jump that far, or do I have to like roll an do an athletics thing to see how far I can jump?
You trying to jump off the tower, or you?
I want to try to jump out from one tower to the other, and I kind of want to use my channel divinity, peerless athlete to do it, and it like makes me lets me jump 10 feet farther, but I'm a little confused as to how that works. So, like, am I still spending my normal thing to go twice as far, or?
Let me finish reading the channel divinity. I'm sorry.
Leo's gonna land in the acid pit.
Yes.
Perfect.
Do it. Do it. Jump.
So if you have 20 feet of move to like run forward, then the distance that you can travel with a long jump is equal to your strength score. So in this case, you could long jump 28 feet as long as you had 20 feet of head start.
Okay.
Which
kind of
does not seem like it's going to be enough to make the distance between the towers. So without some
Okay.
other magical interference, it's literally a bridge too far.
Okay. Can I do an attack midair?
I don't see why not.
Sweet. I'm gonna run and jump, and then midair throw the spirit tie rod at Zaz.
Very well.
I'm gonna jump probably in this direction, so as to hope to avoid the acid. And then I think from here, that's within. Oof.
I really like the headcanon where you jump trying to actually make it and completely whiff it and fall right into the acid pit.
It feels very on brand for us.
It's very on brand for Leo.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move. I guess run here and then jump to here. I think is how far it was.
Okay.
Is it 28
You need
feet?
to make an athletics check with advantage first.
Okay.
You make the jump successfully.
Cool.
2 things happen Now, you take 3d6 of falling damage, which
Sweet.
I'll roll. You take 10 points of falling damage as you land, and your mass just crushes your poor knees.
Ah, my knees!
I already
My
got a bad knee, it's fine.
sciatica!
My sciatica.
Creaks and groans and cracks and pops. You land tenuously on the very edge of the precipice, teetering into the acid. And you can make your attack roll now with the thrown weapon.
Okay, but I want to be doing it midair.
Sure.
Cool. Actually, can I cast spells midair? Is that a thing?
Um,
I want to cast Guiding Bolt. him.
show me what it does have somatic components. So I think if you wanted to do that, I would have to give you disadvantage. It wouldn't change anything. You have to be able to both speak and make delicate hand gestures. I'm going to say no, you couldn't do that while jumping. It seems
Gotcha.
that would be too complicated. So you can land and spell, or you can chuck a spear in jump.
I'm going for flavor text here, so I'm gonna chuck a spear midair.
Okay.
So can he do it and just have it blow up in his face?
And I'm just gonna I'll do a reckless throw right at Zaz with the spear.
23 hits.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I haven't done a bonus action yet, have I?
No.
Then I'm gonna recall the spear and throw it again.
Also a hit for 9.
And that is pretty much everything I can do.
Okay.
There's a spear stuck in your armor.
There sure is.
There's a snake in your boot.
Don't pull it out.
At initiative 0, the 4 bunkers around the room begin to shake and shimmer for 5 or 6 seconds, and then they stop again. It is Reed's turn. Death saving throw.
Okay.
1
Ow.
failure. Now 1 and 1.
Okay, fine.
Zaz's turn.
What's in the bunkers?
Don't know.
I bet they swap places.
Okay.
I bet there's a mound of ants in there that come out and attack you.
Gloctopus?
The Gloctopus. The Gloctopus comes out of the acid.
Here we go. Teleporting down. Zaz is going to teleport using not the measurement tool to right here.
Nice. Do it.
And he's just shouting out to Valkyr, guess what we're doing?
What are we doing?
Well, you're rolling a Constitution save.
Oh, okay.
that part's not exciting.
I actually don't know if I get no, specifically dexterity. Okay, so it's a normal.
Mm-hmm.
Would you stop rolling 20s?
No. I'm
Wow.
saving them all for this.
Can't stop.
Okay.
Won't stop.
Well, it's still 13 damage.
Ouch. Ouchies.
Push up. Tell me it pushes him. Please.
Why
I'm
didn't
only
just
lightning damage.
2/3 of HP missing.
The next thing he's going to do is whisper
A merchant.
under the sound of the thunder, I could use your help, Reed. And it's going to cast a healing word.
Nice. Reed gains 5 points. You are conscious. Suddenly, breath fills your lungs. Ow! Dodging sucks. You look over at your left-hand side and you see Zaz and Leo beating the crap out of each other on the precipice of the acid pit. Anything else, Zaz?
Zaz would then like to take a 5-foot step back.
Leo, that provokes an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I will punch him.
Okay, make the attack roll.
Got him.
Is that just like a strength?
Yeah, proficiency plus strength.
Okay.
So like the axe, but no magic bonus.
Trying to see if I have anything I can just swing with.
Well, you don't have a spear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitting him with the warhammer. That hits.
Yeah, I guess that counts. I just wanted to do a punch though. I don't want to swing with
Okay.
anything.
It's just 1 damage.
Okay, 1
Without
damage.
martial training. Yep. Zaz takes 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
He does take 1 point of bludgeoning damage and then
has
uses
a
Wrath of the
reaction.
Storm.
Wait, I have proficiency in martial weapons?
Unless you have martial training, you need
Martial
martial
training.
arts or
Martial.
proficiency.
Okay, that
Yeah.
one. Cool.
Otherwise, everybody just does 1 point of damage with an unarmed strike.
Goodbye, Leo.
Yeah. This is going to do 2d8 damage on a failed throw. Oh, and yeah, okay. So you're going to take some amount of lightning damage.
Mm-hmm. So make your dexterity save, Leo.
Oof.
Okay. You take 9 points of damage and then are forced 10 feet backwards.
Yep.
Cool.
Leo, you are forced backwards 10 feet into the precipice of acid. You fall some 20 feet into a pit, splashing. At first, it's gentle and almost accommodating like water, and then it starts to burn. You can feel your flesh melting, your teeth liquefying. You're going to take some acid damage now, and you'll take acid damage at the end of each turn you remain submerged in acid.
I have a question.
Go.
So for the Spear of Tyrod, it takes a bonus action to recall it. Can I recall it as a reaction as well?
No, bonus action.
Okay.
Exclusive.
Cool.
You take 21 points of acid damage.
Oof.
Leo, I think it's your turn.
Next question. Is the spear still stuck in Zaz?
There is not a mechanic per se for stuck in, but yes, he did not tell me that he removed it from his armor.
I want to recall it with it still being in him, and pull him towards me.
Zaz, I think the easy way to do this is to have you just oppose with athletics, basically like a grapple, and if you win, then the spear just pulls free from you. If you fail, then it doesn't. Does that seem fair? Looking at like a DC 15, a moderately challenging task.
I can't think of a much better way to do that. I still feel at a bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah, I don't know, Leo. I like it flavorfully, but in this instance, it's not a mechanical benefit of the magic weapon, and it's going to be extremely powerful now. And I think that's not. I'm going to say that it just pulls free of Zaz. I'm sorry. I think it's a really neat effect, but I think in this circumstance specifically, it just confers way too much bonus damage for a bonus action that was never really intended to be used that way.
I definitely wanted to
How
pull him
about-
into the acid pit
Yes,
with me.
yeah, yes.
That was the whole
How
point.
about for flavor, instead of pulling him in, it just moves him 5 feet closer to the pit,
He's moving to the edge.
so that he's not not at the edge here, but it is right here.
My compromise then will be Zaz, make your athletics check to resist the draw. If you make it, you stay where you are. If you fail the 15 athletics check, you get pulled to the precipice.
Guys, did anybody know that I was trained in athletics? Because I sure didn't.
No.
Nope.
Yes! I'm rolling very mediocrely.
Someone always has to, and luckily it's not me tonight.
Okay. The attack pulls you to the edge here. You manage to help force the spear out of your breastplate before you get tumbled into the acid with Leo. But his best scorpion impression bore some fruit.
All right, I'm gonna do So how deep is this? How deep is this pool right now?
Uh, like deep to the bottom, or how far are you from the surface?
Like how far am I from from
20
the
feet,
water
yeah.
line to the actual ledge?
Lip is 20 feet. You fell
20
20
feet.
feet.
Okay.
I wonder if you watched Vox Machina and wanted to swim to the bottom to look for a plug.
No, I want to jump out with a high jump since I still have my channel divinity going right now. This thing. I just
Yeah,
want to do a high jump
I
and
will give you the DM standby of you can certainly try that.
cool. I want to just high jump out.
Okay. Make an athletics check.
Just straight. I want to. So this is. I guess I should. This is what I want to do overall. I want to high jump out, throw the spear at Reed, and then land back in the acid.
That is beautiful, and I see what you're doing, and I love it.
You're a dick.
Oh. Make a strength check. You can roll athletics because you're provisional.
Oh, okay.
Athletics, I imagine. All right.
Okay, that's how am I doing this here?
So here's the rules as written. Without getting a running start, which you can't do while you're swimming, you can high jump to your strength modifier in feet, or twice that much with a running start. So you can jump straight up 4 feet from a swimming position because you're immensely strong. Your feet adds 10 to that, so you can jump 14 feet with your amazing peerless athlete ability, which from a swimming position is remarkable. And then everything you exceed the DC, every unit of 5 that you exceed basically everything you exceed past 15 adds another foot to that. But you did not make enough to get to where you need to be because you only exceeded by 5. So you ended up with
Dang.
19 feet of the 20 that you need.
Ah, so close.
Grab the ledge.
I guess I'll grab the ledge if that's possible.
You have a spear in your hand. You'll have to drop it.
Okay.
Yeah, you can grab the edge of the ledge right here.
And can I pull myself up?
As an action, yes.
Okay. I will pull myself up to the side of the pool.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, I'll get the spear back. Wait, no, I can't. It's in the thing because I've already called it and it pulled Zaz's edge.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
still
yeah.
it's still in the
Still
acid.
in the acid. All right. I have to figure out how to maneuver something really quick.
The acid bubbles up and kills us all.
Nope, that's not next.
It's not
Next is
next.
traps.
Spike traps are next, I
Yeah.
believe.
There's still
It
like
is.
14 more traps.
It's either the spike traps or the pillars. I don't remember. Oh no!
Four spike strips in the center reveal themselves. Anybody adjacent to them needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm gonna say you don't see this, so
Okay.
no advantage.
No advantage.
But it's all or nothing for 3d8 plus.
Ooh!
Jeez.
It hit me. Nice.
That's not right. That's a 20-sided die. You take 19 points of piercing damage as you fall backwards, coated in acid, into the depths of the spike trap,
Nice.
impaling yourself on bludgeoning or the yeah.
I'm at
You're
0.
Reed, at the start of round 5, you have been brought back to health by Zaz, only to watch Leo die one of the most awkward and painful deaths you can conceive of.
Oh, okay. Um. All right. Well.
Can I offer a quick interrupt action to just give Reed an eyebrow of don't do it.
It's your turn, Reed. What do you want to do?
Reed's not feeling great right now.
Just punch yourself.
No.
KO.
Reed's takes one look at Leo, looks back at Zaz. He's like kneeling, staggering from the damage he's received. And Reed's he's gonna try to be classy as possible and just concede. He's not gonna do it. He can't. He's like, nope, no. Reed will concede.
Reed takes a knee. We wait like a beat. It's Zaz's turn.
Zaz absolutely accepts and walks over and hugs him.
Okay. Accepting his concession, there's a victory bell. 3 ding ding ding. The force wall withdraws from the arena. All of the environmental effects cease, and Zaz is crowned champion of the Heroes of Pendilor, mightiest of the mighty.
Very disturbing for the arena champion.
At the end of this, Reed's gonna come over and revive Leo.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
Well, I just picked up this health potion. 4d4 plus 4.
Cool.
There you go. There, have 18 health.
Nice. I'll go to 18.
Look at that. 4, 4, 4, 2.
Gonna look at Reed and be like, good fight, and then give him a wink.
Reed winks back.
All right, guys.
Try quick DM.
Yes.
I DM'd you something.
Sorry, let me open Discord.
All right, perfect. Yeah. As Reed and Zaz are lifting Leo out of the pit and administering wounds, much like everybody saw at the fair earlier today, slowly re-etching itself onto Zaz's face are his old champion tattoos from the arena, as if his tattoos found him worthy again after the dying thing.
Awesome.
Yay!
So he is
Yay.
once again the champion of the arena.
Good. All is well in the world.
Champion of the arenas.
Yeah.
What happens on a successful 3 death saves?
If you succeed on 3 saves, you stabilize, and as long as you don't take any damage from any source, in 1 hour's time, you wake with 1 hit point.
Okay.
Leo's gonna say to Zaz, he's like, I don't even know why I try fighting you. You're too good in these arena fights. It was a hard fought battle.
Yeah, but Valkyr wouldn't have had it any other way.
Reed's
Give him
gonna
a
lean
pat
over
on the back.
and whisper, thanks for bringing me back, buddy.
That was fun. That's all I got for this campaign. Like I said, I'm going to archive these characters in case we ever want to come back to them. If you ever need them for another game, I think we can work on some kind of an export situation. If not, you can certainly store them in your own character archive as well, I believe. That's it for Heroes of Pendilor. That was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for letting me tell that story.
Yeah, I want to be the first person for the day to say that this was phenomenal. You did an amazing job.
Yeah,
You
try.
absolutely did. It was fantastic.
You fucking killed it, man.
I appreciate that.
You made my first full campaign really amazing and fun to be part of.
I'm glad
I
you
agree.
I loved coming in to hear your storytelling every time.
Mm-hmm.
I loved calling out your references.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that took people out of it. That's just kind of my style.
Nope.
I find stuff is approachable if everybody kind of gets the inside joke.
No, I love it. It's great. You're doing a great job.
Let's talk turkey then for a minute about the immediate future. Zell, does your being here tonight mean your session is officially over?
No.
You a free man? Just tonight you dodged a bullet.
So not over that I worked a normal day today, mercifully. I will work a 6-hour shift tomorrow, have a game day that was scheduled by friends that I think hate me, and then probably work a 6-hour shift on Sunday as well.